Ladies and gentlemen, I want to begin today with a simple truth. Life will test you. It will test your patience, your courage, and your strength. There will be days when the weight of your struggles feels unbearable, when failure whispers that you are not good enough, and when quitting seems easier than moving forward. But let me tell you this, those very moments are the defining chapters of your story. You see, the difference between those who achieve greatness and those who settle for less is not talent, not luck, not even resources. It is persistence. It is the decision made again and again to never give up. And if you choose to listen closely today, not just with your ears but with your heart, you will realize that this is more than a speech. It is a call to action. I want you to think about your own life, your own dreams, and the quiet battles no one else sees. Think about the times you almost walked away, the moments you almost convinced yourself that maybe success was not meant for you. Now imagine if you had pushed a little harder, waited a little longer, believed a little deeper. Where would you be today? This is why I urge you. Do not just listen passively, but stay with me until the end. And if you let these words sink in, they will give you the courage to rise when life knocks you down, to believe when doubt surrounds you, and to keep fighting when giving up feels like the only option. So lean in, open your heart, and let this message remind you of what you were born to do. Because quitting is not your destiny. Your destiny is to rise, to endure, and to win. When I say never give up, the very first thing I want you to remember is that struggles are not there to stop you. They are there to shape you. Every single person who has ever achieved something extraordinary has walked through moments of pain, rejection, and failure. It is easy to believe that when life becomes difficult, it is a sign you are not meant to continue. But in truth, the challenges you face are proof that you are on a path worth fighting for. Obstacles are not walls meant to keep you out. They are doors testing whether you are strong enough to walk through them. Think about the moments when you were faced with something that seemed impossible. At first, fear and doubt tried to take over. You wondered if it was even worth trying. But then, when you pushed yourself just a little further, when you took one more step despite the weight you carried, you realized that the impossible began to feel possible. Struggles stretch you. They demand more of you than you thought you had, and in doing so, they unlock a version of you that you would have never discovered without them. It is in the moments of struggle that you learn resilience. You discover patience. You grow in ways comfort could never teach you. Success does not come from an easy road. It comes from walking through storms and refusing to be broken by them. Every failure, every setback is not the end of your story. It is only a lesson that sharpens your character, builds your strength, and prepares you for the next opportunity that will come your way. And I promise you, opportunity always comes, but only for those who are still standing when it arrives. The struggle you feel today is not punishment. It is preparation. It is life asking you, how badly do you want this dream? How willing are you to fight for it? Because if you can withstand the struggle, you prove not only to the world but to yourself that you are capable of so much more than you ever believed. So the next time you are tempted to quit, remind yourself, this struggle is my stepping stone, not my stopping point. Belief in yourself is the foundation of everything you will ever achieve. Without it, no amount of talent, resources, or opportunity will carry you forward. There will always be people who question your abilities, who doubt your potential, and who try to convince you that your dreams are too ambitious. But the truth is, it doesn't matter how many people believe in you if you don't first believe in yourself. That inner conviction is what fuels your courage, what keeps you standing tall when everything around you tries to push you down. The reality is, self-belief is not something that magically appears. It is built one decision at a time, every time you choose to rise after falling. Every time you commit to moving forward when you feel like standing still. It is choosing to trust your vision, even when no one else can see it. And that trust becomes the force that separates those who give up from those who break through. Confidence doesn't mean you won't feel fear or doubt. It means you refuse to let fear or doubt control the outcome of your life. Think about it, every great accomplishment began with someone daring to believe in what others could not. That belief acted like a shield against negativity and a compass pointing them toward their goals. And you have that same power. You may not feel it every day, but it is there within you, waiting to be claimed. The moment you decide to stop letting the outside world dictate your worth and start owning the truth of your own potential, you unlock a strength that cannot be shaken. There will be moments when giving up feels like the easier choice, when you begin to doubt if your dreams are even possible. But that is the exact moment to remind yourself that belief is not about certainty. It is about commitment. It is about saying, I will keep going, no matter how long it takes, no matter how hard it gets. Because when you believe in yourself, you open the door for others to believe in you too. And in the end, it is not the world's approval that makes you unstoppable. It is your own conviction that you are made to rise. Persistence is the quiet force that transforms ordinary effort into extraordinary results. Too often, people stop just when they are closest to reaching their breakthrough. They put in the work, they endure the struggle. But when the results don't come as quickly as they hoped, they walk away without ever realizing how close they were to success. What separates those who succeed from those who fall short is not always talent or intelligence. It is the decision to keep going long after the excitement has faded, long after the applause has quieted, long after the path has grown difficult. Every great achievement is built on countless moments of persistence. It is the late nights when no one is watching. It is the early mornings when you'd rather rest but choose to rise instead. It is the small, consistent actions that seem insignificant at the time but add up to something remarkable over the course of days, months, and years. Persistence is not glamorous. It rarely feels exciting. But it is the most powerful tool you have because with persistence, progress becomes inevitable. When you refuse to quit, something extraordinary happens. Life begins to bend in your favor. Opportunities appear. Doors open. The challenges that once felt overwhelming suddenly seem manageable because you have built the strength to carry them. Persistence teaches you patience, it sharpens your discipline, and it strengthens your resolve. Most importantly, it gives you the endurance to keep moving forward even when you cannot yet see the finish line. Think of the people who inspire you most. Their stories are not free of setbacks. In fact, setbacks are often what define them. What makes their journey so powerful is that they refuse to let setbacks stop them. They kept going, and that persistence eventually turned their trials into triumphs. You have the same ability within you. No matter how slow the progress, as long as you are still moving, you are not failing, you are advancing. So when the temptation comes to quit, when the voice inside tells you it's too hard, remember this. Persistence is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be, and crossing that bridge is always worth it. Your future is built by the choices you make today. And the most important choice of all is deciding not to quit. Every time you think about giving up, you are not just walking away from the challenge in front of you. You are walking away from the life you could have had. Quitting might bring temporary relief, but it leaves behind a lifetime of regret. Choosing to keep going, no matter how difficult it feels, keeps the door open to the future you deserve. Think about the dreams you carry inside you. They are not random. They are planted in your heart for a reason, and they represent the kind of life you are meant to live. But those dreams will not be handed to you. They demand effort, sacrifice, and resilience. The future you desire is on the other side of your endurance. When you refuse to give up, you give yourself permission to grow into the person who can handle the success waiting for you. There will always be moments when quitting feels like the easier option. There will be voices telling you to settle, to stop reaching higher, to accept less than what you're capable of. But ask yourself this. If you give up now, how will you ever know how close you were to the moment everything could have changed? Sometimes the breakthrough is just one more try away, one more step forward, one more day of refusing to let go of your vision. The truth is, your future is not defined by the struggles you face today. It is defined by your refusal to let those struggles defeat you. Every act of perseverance is a brick laid in the foundation of the life you are building. And one day, when you look back, you will realize that the pain of holding on was nothing compared to the pain you would have felt if you had walked away. So remember this. Your future is too valuable, your dreams are too important, and your purpose is too great to ever let quitting be an option.